Well, everyone, it's bright and early once again, and we are going to our local Wise Market because hubby needs his probiotics. Now, this is going to be what I would call a healthy food haul. I mean, we are going to get some ground beef, but I wanted to show you just what it's like at our local Wise Market. And I think Wise Market is nationwide. So let me show you what we got, and it's just going to be a little bit of food haul today.
All right, everyone. So the first thing I do is I look directly at the discount meat. Now, even the discount meat is so much higher priced than what it used to be. But you still can get some good deals. I got all this chicken for only a couple dollars. But I was really amazed at the prices of food. You're going to see an upcoming video of me making homemade noodles. And I'm trying to look at things at the grocery store and saying to myself, now, how can I make it cheaper? And that's what I'm working on. So when we go to the grocery store, I have my list of things that I want. Now, we always do buy some of our Martin rolls and bread, but I'm also going to be discontinuing that because we need to save our money and it's getting really outrageous, too expensive. So I can make it a lot cheaper at home. So this is once a month cooking. I'm going to be showing with you a meal that we are making, and it's about a month's worth. Now that's not eating it every day. So let me show you what we're going to do. Looking through the kitchen window, cooking with Homestead Tessie.
Now, in the past, I would make a large meal and then we would eat leftovers for a couple days afterwards. But lately, I've been doing things really different. I still make the big meal, but I put them in TV dinners, and let me show you what I mean. And then I put them in the freezer. In the course of a month, we will have all kinds of different foods. Right now, I'm making spaghetti and I put it in the freezer. Today, we're gonna make our famous pineapple meatballs. That is my husband's favorite, along with mashed potatoes and peas. And we're also gonna have some red beets. These are the TV dinners. Now, a little bit of food goes a long way because it's just hubby and I. So we are going to make all of this, and then I'm going to assemble these TV dinners. I thought maybe you would enjoy watching and maybe get some ideas for yourself on how you can prepare food one time and then make many meals with it. This is the summertime and I am really busy, and so I really do not have much time in the kitchen. And this is a great way for me to use my time wisely and make all this food. Then I can put it in the freezer, and on days when I just really do not feel like cooking, I can go ahead and I can pull it out of the freezer, and there we have a meal. I'm going to triple the recipe because I am going to be freezing it, but the recipe for one recipe is 1 pound of ground beef, 1 egg, 3/4 cups of breadcrumbs, 1/2 cup of crushed pineapple, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Now I eliminate the salt because I have my famous meatloaf mix, which I did a video on last year and everybody loved it, and I'll share that right up here. So for me, I'm tripling it, so I'm gonna do it by the 3. All right, so let's get started into this because we have so much to do. So we're going to add the breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to add my brown sugar, and then I'm going to show you something when it comes to really dented cans, something that you can look for and how you can still use them. Now you don't have to measure precisely. I know a lot of people do not like having so much brown sugar in their meatloaf or in their meatballs. Then don't use it, you know, admit it. You don't have to have it. So many times people think that recipes have to be followed exactly. You really don't. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add the 3 eggs. If I don't have enough eggs, I use less. You know, it's really, in some recipes, you just really do not have to be exact. A lot of people notice that I use a lot of dented cans. Most of the times these are given to me by a store. There's a store owner who cannot sell dented cans and he gives them to me. But let me show you this. First of all, when you get a dented can, you want to look at it. Make sure it's not bowed on the top and make sure it's not bowed on the bottom. Okay, so they're both intact. Now the real key is when you open it. So when you open your can and you lift the lid, let me put the camera down and show you. You want to listen to make sure that it's not spoiled. This is what you can often do. If it would be spoiled, it's going to come spraying out of the can. Nope, it didn't do that. It's not fizzing. It smells amazing. And this can is good. Do not ever use cans that are bulging. All right, I am going to add probably all of these pineapples to it. It's a little bit over the 1.5 cups. It's a little bit over the cup, but that's okay. I really don't want to leave just a little bit of it left. Now is the mixing. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up, and then I'll get back to you. All right. So now what we're going to do is, because these are TV dinners that's going to have already cooked food in them, we are going to go ahead and make the meatballs ahead of time. You don't want to put the meatballs in raw if your mashed potatoes are cooked, because your mashed potatoes would burn before these would get done. So we're going to go ahead and make these. Now I have my very own flavored oil that I use. I love making different flavored oils. So we're just going to spray the casserole dishes with the oil. All right, now I'm going to mix up these meatballs. And then when they're done baking, I'll bring them back out, turn on the camera, and show you how we assemble everything. So my mashed potatoes are going to be dried potatoes, so we are making instant mashed potatoes. And we do have some gravy. And the peas are thawed, but they're not cooked. That's fine to do it that way because the peas will not take that long to cook in the TV dinners. We're going to put the potatoes in.